Now the question is, how does the jiva know that it is dreaming and not in reality? The answer is that there is some incompatibility between the dreamer and the dream. For example, if we have a pleasant dream, we never wake up. We wake up if the dream shows something shocking, surprising, unexpected, or painful. Even painful dreams are created from the dreamer, but the dreamer may be unaware of that pain already existing in them. So, when the dream is painful, the dreamer wakes up due to the incompatibility between the dream and the dreamer. Likewise, each person has some idea of what is expected, normal, or usual. But when the unexpected, abnormal, or unusual is seen during a dream, the dreamer is shocked and he wakes up. This is called awakening or enlightenment. It is just like waking up from a dream. The dreamer realizes that the dreamt personality he was identifying with isn't truly him, and those things that he saw in the dream weren't really about him. So now the question comes, why does a person have pleasant or painful dreams? The answer is karma, or the unconscious record of their pleasant and painful activities done in the past. The ultimate purpose of karma is awakening, but during the dream, a person does various things, and that record of those activities changes the subsequent dreams. For seeing pleasant dreams, one has to do pleasant activities, and unpleasant activities cause unpleasant dreams. Therefore, everyone reaps what they have sown, and their dreams are sourced from within them. Now the question is, what will always cause pleasant dreams? The answer is pleasant activities. Then the question is, what is pleasant activity? The answer is that which is fully compatible with our own nature. For example, nobody wants to be lied to, face injustice, or undergo suffering. But we might often lie to others, bring injustice on them, and cause them suffering. So, lying, injustice, and suffering are unpleasant by each person's own definition of pleasantness for themselves. The record of these pleasant or unpleasant activities is called karma, and every record is inverted such that whatever good or bad we have done to others is subsequently done to us. Of course, if we did to others what we were prepared to accept on ourselves, then there would be no lies, injustice, or suffering. So there is good karma in which we do to others what we can accept being done to us. And then there is bad karma in which we do to others what we cannot accept being done to us. Beyond good and bad karma is a state in which we do good for others even if they do bad for us. Or we just do our duty whether or not someone else does their duty. So these kinds of activities liberate the Atma from the material world, and they are called akarma. But if we keep these dutiful and transcending activities aside, then there is good and bad karma. Of these, bad karma is created by a double standard in which a person does bad things to others which he cannot endure on himself. But everything he has done to others is eventually done to him. Renouncing these double standards is the preliminary stage of moral life. It means renouncing the fictitious idea of truth for me and lies for others, justice for me and injustice for others, or happiness for me and misery for others. These self-other incompatibilities exist in oneself, and correcting them is the process of karma. Since karma leads to correction, therefore, karma is epistemology, or how we attain inner harmony and self-consistency. Without karma, we would live in double standards, which means we would expect one thing for ourselves, but we would give something else to others. But with karma, you would come to a single standard for everyone, which is truth, justice, and happiness. This inner harmony is called the Brahman realization, which means I can treat others just as I want to be treated myself. Brahman realization is not factual oneness of all the Jiva or Atma. It is the ability to see that everyone is just like me. So everyone needs to be treated in the same way as I need to be treated. Some people converted this absence of double standard for me and others to the oneness of all Atma, which is a totally anti Vedic ideology and has no support in the Vedic tradition.